case anybody jumps in the chat. We're hanging out. It's Saturday night. I think it's like January 3rd. It's cold. It's rainy, but we're out here. We're going to kind of do what we did yesterday. We had a lot of fun. It was really cool. We're going to be doing this, I'm going to say like daily, I guess. At least a few times a week. Unless I'm running just kind of short on time, but even maybe then, I don't know. But I'm thinking a few times a week for sure. So make sure that you subscribe, and I'm also reminding everyone on my Instagram when I'm going live. I'll pop up on my stories and say, yeah, I'm going live right now. So if you subscribe to the channel, you'll get notified when I go live. Yeah, for right now, it's gonna be in the evenings, right about this time, 6, 7. I'll talk about a topic kind of like today. We're talking about we're all influencers, but I'm gonna just, while I'm doing my workout, I'll come in between sets. I gotta maximize my time. I would like to just sit down and do this, but just my time is so compressed. So I kind of like hopefully inspire you that if you're thinking about sharing your journey and like self-improvement like I am, you can. Don't ever say you don't have time. You just have to layer stuff, like me layering going live right now with my workout. But right now I'm gonna go get my glasses, so hang tight. I'll be right back. All right, we're ready. If anybody comes in the chat, I'll be able to snag my glasses, slap them on, and be able to see what's going on. Let's see. This should be cool. Any suggestions too? If you're watching this on the replay gang, make sure you get in the comments and write replay gang. You watched it during the replay, not during the live. And if you got any suggestions about the live, bust them in the comments. This is all good. Check in, help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Check in, just say what's up in the channel. And if anything that I'm talking about, if you got any questions, also just bust them in the comments. And then when you, yeah, do that. Anyways, let's get started. I'm gonna do my first set, and then we're talking about throughout the workout. Like I said, today's kind of topic is the video that I uploaded today is just my regular video, which is we are all influencers. You're already an influencer, something like that. Yeah, it's you're already, and you are an influencer. Let's go. It's Pizza Saturday, by the way, so the dough is rising as we speak. All right, here we go. 20. So yeah, like I saying, we're all influencers. It's all the titles the same, whether it was we're all influencers, you're already an influencer, we are influencers. Basically the whole concept behind that is that we're already being an inspiration. We're already influencing somebody. We're already being an example. The way you carry yourself is your example. You're saying it's okay to be how you are, however you carry yourself. Because people are looking when you don't think that they're looking. When you're getting out of the car, when you pull up to your pad, when you park, when you pull up. How do you pull up? Is your ride dirty? Because right there, it doesn't matter. It's old, it's new, it's a little bit old, it's 25 years old. No, how do you pull up? Is it dialed in? Is one of the lights out? Does it have a cracked windshield? Are your wipers all faded and messed up? Or do you come in nice and clean and sharp and just, well manicured when you get out of the car? When people get in your car, what does it smell like? Does it smell like, damn, this smells new and it's 25 years old? Damn. All that. How do you look? You're already influencing. You're saying it's okay to be how you are. Because if you're being that way, it's okay. It's okay to be the way I am. Now, where the needle is where we become the responsible ones. Are you living to your full potential? Are you influencing the best that you can? Or are you saying it's okay to be lazy? It's okay to not take care of your physique. It's okay to have a grimy car. It's okay to have grimy shoes. You're saying it's okay. Nobody cares. Nobody's looking. Who cares? I don't have no kids. It's just me. I do me. I don't care what anybody says. I get it. And you shouldn't. But one of your pillars, one of your responsibilities is to help evolve the planet. How generous are you being with that mission? How generous are you being to being a good example, to being a good influence on whoever's watching? Maybe some kid down the street who watches you get home every day rocks with you. You don't care what he says. You don't care what he thinks. Of course you don't. You do you, right? That's the way it's supposed to be. But he thinks you're cool. He ain't your kid. He ain't your little brother. He ain't nothing. But he thinks you're cool. He likes your car. He just rocks with you. Something about you, kind of like we like certain actors. We like certain super popular people. Why? There's something about them that we find attractive. Maybe a little kid down the street, like I said. Or maybe it doesn't have to be, it could be an older person, older than you. But just thinks you have this cool factor, something about you that he digs. But you're saying it's okay to be lesser than what you could possibly be. So like I said, so what kind of person are you being? What kind of an example are you being? That's the influence part. That's us being generous already. Are we being responsible with what we're making it okay to be? Now, your example, you're keeping it on topic, your influence on that one person that finds relatability to you and likes a few things about you, they could also see your low level, where you're having a shortcoming, maybe dirty shoes. You always have dirty shoes. Hold on. My wife got me this for Christmas. She wanted me to be part of the Awala gang, Team Awala. This water bottle is the freaking best thing ever. Anyways, you could also be, like say, like you have something that's low level about you, such as you always have dirty shoes, and you're okay with having dirty, grimy shoes. And that youngster may see you and use it as an influence to say, yes or no? I thought Sweet Cheeks wanted to come outside with me. And that person may see it, like I said, it could be a little kid, it could be an older person that just rocks with you, whatever. And they just may not like that about you. And be like, no, okay, I don't like that about them. They probably won't see it that way because they just see your coolness. Especially if that thing that they see that you're cool about, that's cool about you, just blows everything else out of the water. They could care less about everything else. Maybe they like your hair, the way you rock your hair, your haircuts, your booming system on your truck, the fact that you spend a lot of time with your kids, and maybe, you know, he doesn't, or he didn't have it that way growing up, or whatever. It could be anything that he just finds so interesting about you. But just the fact that you're always wearing shoes that are grimy, it's gonna make it okay for him subconsciously to not care so much about his shoes, because he likes the example that you're giving. He likes the influence that you're giving as far as parenting, like we said, for example, or your sound system. So everything else that maybe doesn't stand out as much is still gonna be in the back of his mind as okay, acceptable. So the way you carry yourself is being an example. It's part of generosity, the 5 pillars of life. I talked about it earlier in today's video. It's health, wealth, love, spirituality, generosity. Generosity. Well, how can my influence be generosity? You're being generous with the example that you're being. Yeah, generous is also with money. You know, how you support and give and donate and all that. Whether it's $1 or $1 million, whatever. It all depends on how you got it right now. But you're also giving example, the way your generous example that you're consistently giving by the way you carry yourself. How's your character? The way you speak, the way you walk, the way, and that's all what brought to you by your habits. How are your habits? Your habits are controlled by the very primary thing where it starts, everything starts, which is your personal rate of vibration. It goes down. Remember, I talk about it a lot here. Again, mindset. My whole thing here is mindset. Personal rate of vibration controls your thoughts control your feelings are a projection of what your future is going to look like. Back to this, your feelings control your actions, thoughts, feelings, actions. Your actions create your character and build your habits. Your habits create your reality. Your reality is the example. How do you carry yourself, who you are? That's you being an influence. All right, that was now set number 3. I gotta make sure that I stay on this too. I don't want to make these workouts 2 hours. I gotta go in there and have pillow talk with my hot wife. And this goes with anything. I use these examples just because it's the examples that I use typically is kind of stuff that I've adjusted about me, or they just pop into my head. Kind of like I said, shoes. Why? Because I'm wearing my duck boots right now, and they're heavy and they're hot, and I can't wait to put my slippers on or whatever. But it could be with everything, really. Even your thoughts. You would think, how am I being an example with my thoughts? How am I being an influence with my thoughts? And it's, you would think, I can't, no one sees my thoughts. But remember, it's thoughts control your feelings control your actions. There's your actions. There's the physical example here on this earth, which you're potentially could be seen. And remember, when you don't think no one's watching, someone's watching. They could be hearing you. They could be watching in a reflection that you can't see. And that's That's the character, that's the person. Those are the habits that you build through your thoughts, feelings, actions, character, habits. And that's the influence that you're being for someone. Maybe not 24/7. They don't have, a live cam on you. But the way you do anything is the way you do everything. So the way you carry yourself when all doors are shut, all curtains are closed, no one sees me here, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. The way you carry yourself in private is the way you're going to carry yourself in public. No, it's not. I carry myself different, whatever. No. You're that same person wherever you're at. And if you're not being authentic. And if you're not being authentic, you're living a miserable life. You got to be authentic. If you're hiding things, if you're keeping things, if you're being a different person everywhere you go, not only are you lying to the people around you, but you're lying to yourself. And you're living a life of lies. What are your results gonna be? Of equal or lesser value. So if you're living a life of lies, your future's gonna be something that's equal to lies or lesser than that. It can't be any better, because we get back what we put out. It's that whole karma thing. It's that whole, rule of thumb. Treat others the way you want to be treated. If what you're putting out into the world, that's how you're treating others, that's how you're going to be treated. It just works that way. Laws of the universe. Golden rule type shit. So it's important to audit yourself and see, like, okay, how am I being? Do I like everything about me? Right? And that's where honesty kicks in, and you look yourself in the mirror literally, and you sit there, it's like, do I like the way I carry myself? And you could be a liar. Nah, fuck that. I like the way I am. I'm just me. I don't care. I don't care what anybody thinks. I was from that camp. And it's like, yeah, no, you really don't care what anybody thinks, and that's true. That's a good, especially when it comes to like content creating, don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Yeah, but do you think you're carrying yourself well? What has your conscience been screaming at you that you ignore, that you don't like about you? But your ego is so large and so powerful and so rooted in your life that you rather listen to your ego than the authentic voice, the authentic echoing voice of God, which is your conscience, telling you, we don't like this about you. You don't like this about you. But we deny it. Like, no, it's cool. I'm cool like this. It's fine. I don't care. I don't give a fuck, whatever. It starts there. You're not even a good influence on you, because there's that 1 or 2 or 3 things that you don't like about you. A habit, something that you do, the way you think, your mindset, the way you carry yourself. But your mindset is so rooted on stubbornness, or you can't let something go from the past, or you don't know how to deal with it, or you don't want to deal with it, and you're revenge on the world, or you were done dirty and you're going to carry that with you forever and live a miserable life. That's your example that you're giving yourself. You're saying to yourself, it's okay to be this way because I don't care. You don't care what you think. When in reality, the voice of your conscience is telling you, we don't like that about us. But you're able to ignore it. All right, let's get some curls in. We're already an influence, and the number one person that we're influencing is ourselves. We could either be a good influence on us, a mid influence on us, or a poor influence on us. First, we got to be honest with ourselves. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's starting to get hot again. I got hot on me yesterday. So yeah, no, we got to be honest with ourselves. That was one of the first steps I did. It's like, you know what? And it started with me. And it's not just one thing. It starts with one thing that we don't like about us. And then once we fix that, which doesn't take long, because as soon as you're in pursuit of that worthy goal, you're already on it. You're already winning. It's not, oh, once I fix it. No, if you're in pursuit of it already, if you got a plan in place and you're doing the daily hard work with no negotiation of not doing that daily work, you're already winning. You're already doing it. It's that process that we need to fall in love with, not the end. It's kind of like life. Are you enjoying life, or are you going to enjoy it once you take your last breath? Like, no, you enjoy the life, bro. Come on. Same with that. You're in pursuit of it. You're doing the daily work. You're already winning. And what happens is once you change that one thing you don't like about you, or I should say, once you start working on that one thing that just highlights that one thing your conscience has been telling you that we need to change, once you start working on changing it in a very short period of time, the next thing is going to pop up that you don't like about yourself. And you're going to put something in place to fix that, which is going to be the same system, the same discipline that you put to fix it, because all these issues that we have is just lack of discipline. That's all it is. It's just lack of discipline. You know, you have enough discipline to be able to control your ego, to be able to change your mindset. You start changing the way you look at things, so the things that you look at change. And all the things that you don't like about yourself are going to start falling off. And you're going to be replaced with things that you love about yourself. You're going to be a better example for yourself, a better influence for yourself. With me, it started, the very first thing that I didn't like about me was the fact that I was a kiss-ass people pleaser. I thought that was it. Like, this is it. This is the only thing. That's just where it started. The whole concept of the old you has to die in order for the new you to come in, 100% true. And once you get so much momentum of dying off these old nasty habits that you don't like about yourself, you get good momentum, you start, killing off or changing, replacing with good habits, like 1, 2, 3, 4 things. At that point, you're even looking for things like, what else don't I like about me? Come on, let's look. Let's really look into our life. I don't like this. And you're like, no, I know there's got to be more. I know there's got to be more. And the big nasty ones are the ones that just like get out of your life quick because you're working them. And then this, like, you start nitpicking these little ones. And they also affected you, and you don't realize it, and you would have never found them had you not got rid of the big ones first. All right, is that number 2? These lives are dope, man. I love these. So with me, like I said, it started with being a kiss-ass people pleaser. I didn't know why I was a people pleaser. I thought I was just like in fear, I was just scared, and I wanted to keep everybody happy. I like to see people smile. I like people laugh, and it was all to my loved ones since I was a kid. Whether it was my folks, teachers, authority, bosses, supervisors, leads, friends. It's just gotta keep everybody. I want to see everybody happy. I want to see everybody laughing. I just like seeing everybody laughing. Once I realized really what it was, it's just I had no confidence. I had a courage. I've always been courageous. But I thought that was confidence. It was just courage. And I'd use it to supplement not having any confidence. Well, how do you know you don't have no confidence? Because I don't have no discipline. Confidence is a gift that you receive from above for doing the things you don't want to do when you don't want to do them and you know that you should, which is the discipline part. This builds discipline. So then, once I don't want to be a people pleaser anymore. That took courage. I have that. I was able to do that. I don't want to be a people pleaser anymore. Okay, cool. So then, what are you going to be? I'm going to worry more about me. I want to make sure that I'm happy. That took, again, courage. It also took what? Discipline. Discipline to not be the kiss-ass, make everybody laugh, make everybody this. Oh, on the whole laugh thing. I realized that I like making people laugh with my sometimes stupid comments or my stupid way of carrying myself, which now I look back and it's like, oh, that was so embarrassing. But I would do that to watch people laugh, get a smile on their face, and get that dopamine hit. I made him laugh. Yes, cool. That would make me feel good. That was instant gratification to me because I was feeling so low because of lack of confidence, fear, no discipline. I was like, oh, cool, I made you laugh. I thought with my ego that I made your day better because you laughed. When in reality is, well, what really was going on is I want to see you laugh so I feel good for a little bit because I did something good for someone, and then I'm watching it happen, so I'm watching you laugh so I feel good about myself. It was just instant gratification. It was a dopamine hit. It was almost like a vice. I need to see people laugh because I need my fix, because I'm just so low, I'm so like unhappy, I don't have no discipline, no confidence, things never go my way, I have the victim mindset. That was number 2. I was leading to that. After realizing that I was a kiss-ass people pleaser, after I fixed that, I built a little bit of discipline by having the courage to not be a people pleaser no more, a kiss-ass people pleaser. So what happened? I gained a little bit of confidence. Oh my gosh, I've never had that before. That's what confidence feels like. And the next thing that I realized, like I said, it'll snowball. You'll be like, damn, I don't like that about me either. I realized that I had a major, like fucked up level major self-victimizing mindset. Woe is me 1000%. Everything happened to me. Me and my homie even had, the luck gods were against us. Kidding around, messing around. We always like everything that goes wrong is gonna go wrong. We never have everything go right. I had even in play around mode. But after analyzing my life, the victim mindset, I was the leader of that crew. Set number 3. You can't deny that this shit makes you feel good. This raises your personal rate of vibration. You feel good. Remember we talked about that. I'll repeat this one till I'm blue in the face. It's mindset. You raise your personal rate of vibration. What is it? Personal rate of vibration. Personal PRV. You raise your PRV automatically. You can't stop it. You just can't. It's the way we function. Your thoughts go up. You elevate your personal rate of vibration with motion, with exercise, or with gratitude. But this one is like 100 times better than just doing the gratitude. But when you're driving and stuff, you start shooting off shit that you're grateful for. Right away, your thoughts go up. That's why it's like, God, these lives are awesome. Because you're talking to me when I'm just lit right now. I'm in flow state like a motherfucker right now. Thoughts go up. Feelings go up. I get the chills right now. It just feels good. Literally, I'm getting the chills right now. Thoughts, feelings, actions. My actions will go up. Things that I say. The way I'm moving around in this video. These ideas that I'm getting. That's all comes through what? Because of the way I feel. It's followed up by the actions. My actions control what? My actions build my character and my habits. My habits create my reality. This whole thing about going live, being out here was, I thought about it while I was in the middle of a workout. I should just go live. Cool, I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I was already done. I was like, yeah, that sounds good. So these great ideas come when you're in flow state. You don't even think about them. I'm already getting like 2-3 ideas right now as we speak that I'm gonna do with these lives. It's gonna be so dope once we have a community up in here hanging out. And then from here, of course, we'll move over to the Mindset Academy. We'll talk a little bit more one-on-one there. There I will be sitting down. It's a call. You get on the screen too. You're, like a Zoom call, but it's through the school app. It's the Albert Lopez Mindset Community. Link in the description. You want to join that. No one's in there right now. It's relatively new. But all these ideas, like, oh, we could talk about the same thing. Now I could get back and forth communication, Q&A, situations that you're going in. If you rock with me like that, we could do that there too. But these all come up through working out, exercising. All right, let's go. What's next? We got the curls, dips. We're doing dips and legs lifts. I got my duck boots on, so these are brutal when I got these on. They're like leg weights. Just checking if anybody came in. We're still at goose egg. Before you know it, there's gonna be a 1 next to that goose egg. We're gonna have 10 people in here hanging out, kicking it, asking questions, going back and forth. Why? Because it's just a matter of time. And time I have no control of. But I could be the person. What am I? I'm the type of person that goes live every day. And I'm gonna have 10 people on here, kicking it. A little kick it session during the lives, every evening during the workout. B, I'm already that person. Okay, what do I need to do? It's B, do. What do I need to do in order to become, in order to have who I'm already becoming? B, do, have. Have is what happens, the conclusion that involves time, which I have nothing to do. So B, I'm already that person. I'm the person that goes live and has 10 people on the live hanging out consistently all through the live. All right, cool. What do you got to do? First off, I gotta go live every day. Perfect, easy. I got the technology, the equipment, we got it. Okay, we gotta talk about something good. All right, cool. Talk about the video that you did, one of the videos that you did sometime that week. Or if anybody has any questions on Instagram or on one of the comments, talk about that. That's a subject, it's important, it helped you. If it helped you, it's gonna help 1 or maybe 10 people out there. I'm doing it. I'm doing the things. Be, do. I became already. I'm a guy that goes live every day on YouTube. Done. And I got 10 people on here at the very least. Maybe 100, but we'll start with 10 because 10 comes before 11. Perfect. So what do you need to do? Technology, phone, internet, topics that, how do you know they're going to help someone? Because these topics helped me. It's helping me change my life drastically. Go to my Instagram, go to my pinned post. You'll see a 180-pound me, not very long ago. Dropped the weight 2 years later, I still haven't gained it. Matter of fact, the only thing that I've gained is a little bit of muscle. So when will I have those 10 people on here? That's not up to me. That's up to up above. That's up to the universe. That's up to infinite intelligence. That's up to God. But I just continue to do what I'm 100% able to do and have 100% control of, which is being, I'm the guy that goes live every evening on YouTube, and I have people on here that are being helped with the advice and the words and the wisdom that I'm sharing, because it's just stuff that's happened to me. I'm not regurgitating stuff. I don't listen to it and come spit it here. If anything, I listened to it, I learned it, I applied it, and I have a result, and I'm telling you, yo, this works. I'm gonna do that every day on here and spit some good information that helped me. It's gonna help someone else. The have part. When are you gonna have those 10 people on here? At the perfect time. Because there is no imperfection in this beautiful universe that we get to exist in right now. Oh. Next set. Here we go. I just got up to see if anybody was on there, and then I just went on a little spree right there. I had to make sure I stay focused. I gotta get this workout in too. What's really cool about these lives is that they stay as on-demand videos. They stay on my channel, so it's not like the live's over, the broadcast is over, and then they disappear. It stays as a video, which is really cool. 3, 4, 5. Replay games. Last set. 2, 3. Damn it. Whew. Till fail. Alright. Last set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was tough. That was tough. One thing that my daughter taught me is that she has sick abs. One of the first times I started working out on my abs, after I saw them start appearing, I was like, fuck, I want to chisel them out more. So I actually started focusing more on them besides just basic leg lifts. I did these, I think, crunches or something like that. I forgot what it was. I think it was the leg lifts. I got this nasty cramp. I was in a little ball for like what seemed to be like an hour. Really, it was like maybe like 10 minutes. And then she gave me the suggestion. It's like, next time you feel a cramp coming in, tighten your abs. She said, just think of your whole body is the ab, and you're tightening, flex it hard. And a couple of weeks after that, I was here doing abs, and I crunched down afterwards like I did right now because I just took it to the limit till fail. And then I got up and I started feeling that little kind of swirly feeling, like, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh yeah, here it comes. So what I do, just hit them so they get harder and harder and harder and harder and harder. Flex them, even the lower ones. Just go. And crap didn't come in. The muscle was too busy contracting that it didn't move into cramp, and it was coming in though, for sure it was coming in as a nasty ab cramp. Now it's just anytime I try to get any other cramp, I just flex the muscle. It doesn't happen. not a recommendation. That's just sharing what I do. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a doctor. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I don't know anything. I'm willing to learn. I'm coachable, and I just share the stuff that I learned that works for me. That's sharing. That's the most. I learned that was. I adopted that definition for the word humble. People say humble is like, oh, especially in my culture, I've heard it a lot. Like, oh, he's humble. Oh, like, I've heard it in a couple of ways. Like, oh, he dresses low key, like he doesn't show off that he's filthy rich. Or I've also heard it in like, oh, they're humble people. Oh, you mean that like they're poor? Like they're lower class when it comes to their finances. So I've heard them both. You know, he's rich, but he plays it down. The other one is they're poor, FYI, just so you know. They're nice people though. And I heard one of my mentors say, humble is just that you don't have that know-it-all attitude. You're just so coachable. You're willing to listen to somebody that knows what they're talking about because they have receipts. They're not just regurgitating information or giving you like stuff that they heard that works or that someone else told them that it works or they think that it works. Like someone has really good information, but that's even that person. You as you're coachable. I'm willing to learn. If you're willing to teach and I like what you're teaching and I like you fit the criteria as far as you have the receipts, I see you're way ahead of me. Yeah, teach me. And I don't have that idea of like, oh yeah, I know that already. That's humble. Now that may not be in the dictionary like that, but that's what I adopted from someone else that I heard it. I heard it from Amadeo. He said it. He said, humble is just you're willing to learn. You're willing to put your ego aside and say, no, even if I do know a little bit about that subject or a little bit about that thing, I'm gonna put that all aside. Give me your wisdom. Tell me what you have to say and absorb it and apply it. Because if it worked for you, it's gonna work for me. And then after I absorb it and I listen and I'm like, okay, yes, thank you. All right, yes, I've got it. Questions, oh, okay, what happens to this? What happens if I do that? But either way, I'm gonna absorb it. Then maybe put it together with what I learned already or what I already had, compare and contrast, and then apply. That I thought was a much better definition of humble, a willingness to learn. All right, so we did, shoulders. See if anybody comes in. Somebody came in for a little while and then they left. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I always forget that you gotta go slow on the way down. That puts the muscle under tension for a longer period of time. You don't just go and then go bah. No, you missed out on that tension that you could have gone on the return. That definitely wins you more. Put in more work. That's where it's at. You don't want to finish fast, you want to enjoy the journey. Alright, so let's see what else can we talk about here. We're definitely past halfway. See, this is where the questions would come in. Once we have our 10 people in here. You'll see. So yeah, man, it goes back to going back to what we're talking about at the beginning. You're an influence. You're already an influence. And then especially if you have kids. Even going back to that, I look back at like when I was a young dad, with my daughter, with my son, even as a younger husband. Horrible example. I was a horrible influence. Why, you were a bad person? No, I mean, no, maybe we were the did I rob banks and, you know, stick up people and stuff? No, I didn't do that. I wasn't that kind of a bad person, but who I am today versus who I was then. Oh man, there's so many ways I was carrying myself that I was being a poor influence on them. You would think, oh, like, oh, what would you do? What would you do? We'll start with just as simple as my mindset. There you go. It all starts with the mindset. And then it follows with everything else. What happens with your mindset? Remember, it's thoughts, feelings, actions. How are my actions? My diet. Horrible. We don't even have to move to anything else. We'll start there. The way you eat, oh my goodness. I was having this conversation with my wife today. It changed. It has so much power with how you carry yourself throughout the day. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. God. What you eat, how much you eat, how much you self-inflicted suffering. And I don't mean that like harmful suffering, the hurt yourself suffering. No, it's not about that. Don't get it confused. This is doing the things you don't want to do when you don't want to do them and you know that you should. Exercising, fasting for a day. Don't eat nothing, just water. If you know, you know. Eat very little. Track your food and put yourself in such a deficit where you're just like, that's all you eat? I've heard that a few times. Like, really? That's all you eat? That's it? Aren't you hungry? All freaking day long. I'm starving right now. What I have today? Today, Pizza Saturday. A protein shake in the morning. Oh, protein shake. A banana, apples, papayas in the blender with milk and protein powder, right? Nope. Try again. 2 ingredients. Well, the morning one has 3. Water, protein powder, and a tiny little scoop of creatine. Lunch, a Fairlife bottle of protein. Shake it up. Go to my stories. It's on there right now. By the time you watch this, it's probably not. Protein, a protein shake. I don't know what they put in there, but I know it has 26 grams of protein. Crack it open, chocolate, delicious. Tastes like quick. Glug, 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 glug. That was for lunch. After that, water. I had one Waterloo bubbly soda earlier today when I came home. Bathroom break, drank that. That's it. I'm consistently hungry. That's hard work. That's suffering. I'm suffering hunger, self-inflicted hunger, all day long. 5, 6. I did have my pre-workout today. Remember, right now I'm not drinking coffee. 9. So what was my pre-workout? A quarter of a red velvet yogurt chip cookie my daughter made. Oh, that's it. That's step number 3. So my daughter made me these cookies, these pastries that she makes, knowing that I can't drink coffee right now, or any kind of pre-workout. Man, I got a pump. So, that's freaking, you can see it through the sweatshirt. That's pretty cool. So I have this little tiny little quarter piece of a cookie before my workout. It's kind of like my current pre-workout because I can't have the powder right now because it'll freaking just blow my top off. I had it once. I'm like testing it. Let me see if this. It's tripping. I felt like Smokey inside the freaking pigeon coop. All right, let's see. Shoulders, and we're done. I think this is shoulders. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't want you to think I know what I'm talking about. I don't. I'm just some dude working out in this patio. that's it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram too. I can't wait to add. So watch, tomorrow I'm gonna surprise you guys. I'm not even tell you what I'm doing tomorrow, but you're gonna notice a difference already with tomorrow's live. And this idea came out today because I raised my personal rate of vibration. But if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I've been vlogging on my stories, just posting everything remotely cool throughout my day. I'll post it on my stories, which has been really freaking fun. That's one. 2 more sets. What else can we talk about here? Oh, the example. Talking about the original topic that we're talking about today. So yeah, don't forget, you're always an influence. You are being an influence the way you carry yourself on your day-to-day. It starts with your thoughts. And that's, of course, the mindset. Have the courage to change your mindset. Just because you've carried yourself a certain way for a certain amount of years, whatever age you are, I mean, it's just a number, right? You could change your mindset at any time. People think, oh no, that's just the way God made me. That's just the way I am. That's not true. He wants you to be the best version of you, and you have the free will to become the best version of you by listening to the voice of your conscience, or be a lesser version of you by listening to your ego because your ego knows best. The ego typically what? Because no one taught us to listen to our conscience. I said, listen to your heart. And what's the heart say? If it's controlled by the ego, they're just like, pleasure chase, bitch. Do all the fun stuff. Avoid doing the things you don't want to do. Do the things that you're good at. Do the things that come easy to do. You do the things that you want to do. And whatever like gets you irritated, or instead of seeing that as like a learning opportunity, get pissed at it, retaliate, run from your issues. Avoid the things that need to be fixed that you know you should fix but you don't want to. Pleasure chase when things don't go your way. Go hit your vice, whatever it is. Whatever it is. It doesn't have to be drink or smoke or drug, you know. Vices are all over the place. Vices could be getting pissed, throwing a fit. That's your vice. Why? Because it gives you instant gratification. I feel good now, and I'm showing everybody that I care. Look, I'm so angry, I'm crying. Those are not tears because you're sad. Those are tears because you're pissed. You can't handle it, so you go to your vice. People leave me alone when I'm so angry because I'm scary. You're never too late to change who you are. Who do I need to be? The best version of you. The version of you that you can look in the mirror and say, damn, in all 5 parts of your life. Not just because you're really good at, let's say you're really good at fitness, you're chiseled up, you're jacked, you're really good, but you're a jerk. Or you got no relationships. Or everybody's just interested in you because of a certain thing you talk about, maybe fitness or whatever. But your overall relationships to the world, sucky, or me. Maybe you're broke. I don't know. Everybody has one part. Remember, 5 pillars of life: health, internal, external, and mental. Wealth: how much you make, how much you keep, how much you invest. Love for self. Let's start with you. That's measured with confidence, and the only way you get confidence is through building discipline, doing the hard work, the things you don't want to do when you don't want to do them, and you know that you should. Health, wealth, love, spirituality. Now, going back to that one, once you have love for yourself, guess what? You can give away what you have, so you automatically are going to be able to love your loved ones more. Spirituality, knowing and understanding the world, the rules and laws that govern this world, and working with them in your favor, bending the universe to work in your favor, so everything you want comes to you and you don't have to chase it. That's the spirituality part. Couple that with whatever faith that you decide to follow, but whatever faith you are, we are all governed by the universal laws. That's just, there is no arguing with that. How well do you know them? Do you work with them? That would be part of the spirituality part. And then the generosity. What example are we being? What we're talking about here today. There's always something that you can improve. Maybe you don't like your temper. Maybe you don't like the way you hold grudges. Maybe you don't like the fact that you don't have enough confidence. Maybe you don't have enough courage. Maybe you don't have all these things. You could work on any of those at any time. You could be 100 and decide to work on it. You don't have to, oh, I'm already old, I can't work. That's bullshit. That's an excuse is what it is. That's your ego still controlling you. Is it your life or your ego's life? That's it. I mean, you do need your ego. It's not a bad thing, but when, you never listened to your conscience, you never made your own decisions because of what you were supposed to do. Your ego was always there saying, nah, I know we're supposed to do that, but fuck that. We want to go do the fun, easy thing that's going to give us instant gratification. And that's our issue. And that's why we're are not 100% happy with all 5 parts of our life. If you could be honest with yourself and start being a good example to you, where you could look yourself in the mirror and say, damn, I admire this guy. I respect this guy because he always does with the hard shit. He always does the hard stuff, the stuff that he doesn't want to do and he knows that he should. And he does it without bitching, whining, or complaining. He loves it. He finds the good in it. Despite how cold, dark, tired, completely everything the opposite of going his way. It's going the opposite of his way. He turns it into it being his way. You gotta do that difficult shit. Fuck, that's a complete opposite of what I want to do. Fuck it. I love it. This is perfect. I get to do this. This is fucking so dope. I'm gonna be the best at this shit. That's a rare person. That's a person that you would admire. And that's what we need to strive to be. And that puts the ego at bay. Look, go sit down. You fucking ruled my world all my life. It's time for your ass to go sit down. I'll call upon you when I need you. Right here, it's just me and the voice of my conscience. A conscience-guided life. Let's fucking go. 4. Man. Alright, homie, well, that's going to do it. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you got something out of this. Drop a comment. Let me know you kicked it. Let me know you watched this on the replay because nobody came in. I think a couple of people flashed in real quick, a split. But if you came in on the replay, just type in replay gang. Let me know that you were here. It helps out the video too. You'd help me out straight up. That would help me out a lot. It just helps the whole algorithm push the video out a little bit. Also know I'm going live every evening during the workout, so make sure you subscribe. That also helps the video. I'm sorry. That also helps the channel. But it also gives you the alerts on when I go live, and make sure you turn on the notifications. Follow me over on Instagram. I'm vlogging on my stories my whole day, interesting stuff that happens. And then I remind you that I'm going live in the evening. You could ask questions there a little bit easy. You could DM me, or in one of the, I'll put the Ask Me Anything banner up, or you could ask me something that we could talk about during the evening workouts. Oh, the subscribe button. If you want to become homies, you want to kick it here, I upload multiple times a day. I go live in the evenings now. So make sure you subscribe so we can become homies. Also, too, I'm building that community, that Albert Lopez Mindset, not network, what am I calling it? Academy. That's linked in the description. It's on the school app. Go kick it there. We'll do live calls. We could interact, talk back and forth, a little classroom type setting. Let's go do that. Hit the like button. That also helps out a lot. We were live, day 2. See you guys tomorrow. Let's get it.